Hello everybody and welcome to another video tutorial. Now for this video tutorial you guys voted and you guys chose for me to work on the Njuzu. I do apologize if I mispronounced that name. And when I was looking up the information on this creature, I discovered that it had more of a fish-like appearance. It actually has some similarities to what a mermaid would look like essentially. So the head is normally human. In certain sculptures, traditional sculptures, there is arms. It's not always clear whether or not it's female, however. So for this image, because it's not really clear in most cases whether or not it's female, or whether or not it can be both male or female, I decided to keep it somewhat neutral. Now, from the traditional images that I saw, they tend to be very stylized. First of all, the sculptures that are generally made to represent this creature. What seems to be common, however, is that there is a mane-like appearance to the hair, or a large portion of hair that follows the creature's head that's human-like. So I tried to include all those aspects into the painting as I was working on it. And since this is a water elemental, or spirit of the lakes, I did want to have it in the lake. So I did experiment with maybe having it coming out of the lake, but decided to have it actually within the water instead, because it made more sense that if it looks like a fish, it probably does require water in order to survive, a significant portion of water at least, and it probably can't survive too long in the atmosphere. So as you can see, I'm working on the colors, and I'm trying to actually include some very interesting colors to it. So I am looking at reference materials, at fish that have bright colors in them, to get an overall idea of what type of colors I can combine together to get something that looks more realistic and very appealing at the same time. So as I'm working out the colors and some of the details, I initially work out some of the basic colors by eye, but then I go in afterwards and use a color layer just to help emphasize those colors a bit more, and you will see me doing that shortly. So I'm just including the highlights for the body right now, and you will see me actually add also a scale light texture to the body. I found since this creature is underwater and has more of a scale light appearance, I did find that using the default round brush actually helped a lot to get that initial look to it. But then going in with my texture brushes allowed me to add some of the finer details and nuances, which made it look more fish-like in appearance. So I'm just adding some of the scales to give it more of that appearance that it does actually have scales on its body, and that's recurring throughout the body as well. And as I'm drawing the scales in, I am trying to make sure that I'm following the contours of the muscles, because I already have those muscle structures insinuated with different colors. So just start working on the background, and I'm using the default hard brush to get some of the different rock light appearances that you see here, and then I go in with the texture brush and I start sampling the colors that I have already in my palette and drawing in some of the coral reefs that would be there. Just emphasizing some of the rock formations, as you can see. Just making sure to tie everything together, and also add some darker colors so that you can essentially tell where the bottom of the ocean is in comparison to the top. And I'm going with the default round brush once again, just to add some more information to that coral reef. So this entire image didn't take too long to complete. It took about 4 to 5 hours to complete start to finish. I did work at a lower resolution in this case, just to speed up the painting process, just because I am quite busy right now finalizing the book that I mentioned a while back, trying to finalize pricing and all that, and I'm contacting the printers right now to get all that information before I can actually start the Kickstarter. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys soon, so thank you and take care.